they're just doing boreholes. They're just doing concrete cores, right? Yep. Yep. Please stand for the pledge. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Today is February 20th, 2020. It's the Environmental Conservation Board. We have an agenda that we're going to follow. And the first item is the New York City DEP, Croton Falls Dam, drilling of 4 boreholes. Please come up to the podium and state your name. You need an easel?
Well, they could
Easels.
probably just hold it up.
Okay.
My name is Paul Costa. I'm with New York City Department of Environmental Protection. Here to discuss work we're going to be doing that's in preparation for a future project, which is refacing of the Croton Falls Dam. So in preparation for, we're in the design phase right now, and in preparation for that, we're looking to get some data, 2 aspects. One is taking soil borings, probably about a depth of about 10 feet, kind of shallow relative to soil borings, in front of the dam, and that'll get us properties to help identify the supporting system that'll support this facing on the dam in terms of how it'll be sitting in the ground and how it'll be supported. That'll be 4 borings. There'll also be 4 cores into the concrete to get the properties of the actual concrete, so we can design like the anchoring systems and whatnot. Also take a look at some of the conditions of the concrete. So we'll be taking 4 cores within the dam face at different locations. We'll have a scaffolding drop down from the top, and we'll be taking those cores. So it's 4 cores in the concrete of the face, 4 borings in the soil in front of the dam, all outside of what we see as the wetlands buffer. And we explained that in the memo we sent, so that was the way we had seen it.
All right, do you want to just go through
Yeah,
what?
so real quick, I don't know who, for the camera, does it matter which side?
I don't, no, that's fine. He's got a camera
Okay.
over there.
So here's the dam, Croton Falls Dam. This area here is not identified as a wetland, but it is the drainage area for the dam, this is the swale system.
Right. It's within the 100-foot buffer.
So that's under the buffer, all the borings in the soil, the 4 locations in the face of the dam outside the buffer, and the cores are in the face of the dam. So we're outside of this buffer, I mean, there was some discussion we had in the write-up, in terms of straight across to the reservoir, obviously, there's a, kind of buffer issue, but it's the other side of the dam. It's not like the drainage is connected.
Could you just move over towards the microphone? Please. Yeah, you can take it off if you want.
Okay.
All right, let me ask you a question. So you're doing the 4 borings in front of the face of the dam. I mean, just to determine the soil characteristics of it. Would it be easier just to determine the foundation of the dam by test pitting it? Instead of doing borings, do 4 test pits?
Yeah, I don't know, Mike, if you want to explain, but I mean, I think the idea is to get the full bearing capacity properties, and I don't think the test pits would really get us that, right? And this is Mike, my name is Paul Costa from DEP. Mike is with the subconsultant Watts. Mike, you can come up.
You come up
Just
to, please identify
declare your name,
yourself.
yeah.
Mike Gerber with Watts Architecture and Engineering. I'll be the geologist on site for this work. The project proposal by Hatch, Larry Zamoyski, was the 4 soil borings. We're going to do ASTM engineering methodology.
You're gonna do split spoon sampling,
Split spoon
blow
sampling,
counts, the
blow
whole 9
counts, the whole
yards.
thing like that. They're not sure what exactly is buried in the base of the dam there. So they want to make sure that they're going to be putting the foundation in for the facing. So they want to make sure they're not, if they're getting into clays, silts, or they're getting into big boulders, big rocks, they're not sure what's down there. So the way they wanted to do it to minimize the disturbance was with the 2-inch boreholes.
What are you doing, you're not doing sonic, you're
They're
just
doing mud rotary.
mud rotary?
They're concerned with artesian conditions, so we'll have a mud tank, and they're gonna use the mud to keep any kind of water down, so there's no artesian
Okay.
conditions and things of that nature.
So I'm gonna need a MSDS on the mud you're gonna use,
We
the
have it,
bentonite? What?
We have it, yep, the MSDS is in
And
the,
you're not gonna do any core drilling into if you encounter rock, once you hit rock, you're stopping? Or
yeah,
you're
we
gonna core
won't be
into the
coring
rock?
into it. No, we'll probably bang into it and try to get a piece of it, and see what it is.
Try and
If
get a
it's-
blow count.
Yeah. See if it's granite or limestone or whatever it could be.
All right, so the only thing I'm gonna say is, when you're doing your drilling, especially with the mud, because you're next to you're just outside the 100-foot buffer, it depends on how you look at it, right? You have the 100-foot buffer for the swells you have, and then if I take the dam as a water source, there's an overlapping 100-foot buffer, right? So although you show you're not in the 100-foot buffer, you're kind of within the 100-foot buffer, right?
They are, for sure.
Right, so as far as the boreholes are concerned, what I'm gonna need from you is as follows. You're only drilling this 10 feet down?
Approximately.
So that's what, a day's worth of work or 2 days worth of work?
I think it's actually scheduled for several weeks, but I don't imagine it's gonna take very
For
long.
4
no.
borings?
Yeah, no, I don't think more than, it depends,
Alright.
but a day each.
I don't know what the actual.
Okay,
amount
so
was.
you're gonna store the rig on site?
Yes,
Okay, so I'm gonna need a fueling plan from you, if you have to refuel the rig, right? You're gonna have a spill kit on site.
Do, yep.
You're gonna have to, are you gonna come off the hole at night, or are you gonna leave the rig on top of the hole after say if you don't finish a hole at night?
Yeah,
That
we'll-
day, you're gonna leave it on the hole?
they're not gonna leave the hole open overnight. I'm sure it'll be grouted to the surface, just
But-
because of water conditions.
Right.
Yeah,
Especially with these depths.
right.
Alright, so, this is what, we need a spill plan, a fueling plan.
Overnight parking.
Overnight parking, you have to park outside the buffer.
Yeah, there's the power plant, which is here.
The pump station, there's parking right there.
There's concrete, and we're gonna have stage drums and leave all equipment over there.
Okay, and then while you're drilling, also, you may want to either put up around the rig,
Yeah, like
either some silt
silt
fence.
Hay bales. We'll have erosion control.
You're just gonna have to show us details on that.
What we do is we put together a comprehensive boring plan, that lays this all out. We
But
could
I don't
probably-
have it here.
No, we could share that with you. I think we
Yeah,
give
I'd
it-
like
it would
to
be
have you
one-
share that.
What it'll be is one complete package. It might have more information than you need, but it'll cover all these issues.
Okay, fine. Silt fence around the work area. And, you're gonna are you gonna, grout those holes up?
Yes.
You're gonna grout them with, non-shrink, whatever?
Yeah, Ben, like
We need
that.
the MSDS for the mud and the concrete, which ones you're gonna use. It's all environmentally sound. I need a copy of the driller's license. And that would be a DEC driller's license, right? 'Cause
Right.
it's gonna be a DEC approved.
Yeah.
You're not putting monitoring wells, they're just gonna be strictly geotechnical borings.
And then out, yeah, nothing we left
Okay.
behind, yeah.
All right, so that takes care of anybody have any other things that we wanna add for the
Nothing from New York,
borings?
nothing from New York State, did I?
What?
New York State?
New York State DEC.
Oh, that's what you said, okay.
Yeah. All right, so that takes care of the soil borings. For the wall borings, you're gonna use a core drill machine, I would assume?
Right, concrete core.
Concrete core drill machine? What are you gonna do about this, and you're gonna drill with water, right?
Yeah.
Because the way I envision this is, you're gonna shimmy down the face of the dam. You're gonna have a lift, you're gonna put the core drill it into the wall, into the dam, core it in, I don't know how deep.
6 feet,
6-foot cores.
6 foot.
How thick is that dam?
It's about, it ranges from 40 to 50 feet thick.
Oh, okay, good. Because then I want to know if I should start selling my house.
No problem with that, yeah.
Okay, so what are you gonna do with the
The water,
mud?
right, it's collected, right? I mean,
The mud from the drilling?
Yeah, no, the mud from the coring, because when you core, you're coring with water, right?
Yeah, there
And
should
it
be
creates,
minimal amount of material generated, it'll only be a tiny, the whole cores are gonna be pulled out.
I understand that, but you're coring with water, correct?
Right.
So the coring water creates a lot of concrete juice,
Right, we collecting that.
Yes.
You want to see the plan and how we're
Yeah, I want to see how you're doing that. I want to see
Yeah,
the plan
gotcha.
on, I want to see the plan on the drilling on the dam. Listen, I understand this is construction, I get it, you know, but we're trying to just limit
We have all the same concerns, and we'll have it laid out. We
some of the
just,
stuff.
yeah, understood.
I mean, worst case scenario is you use a shop vac while they're coring.
They often do, yep.
And then just have to figure out a way to empty it, right? So plan on drilling a dam and collecting spoils. And you're working within the 100-foot buffer, so I'm not gonna make you put in silt fence, it's obviously silly. But I basically just wanna see a plan on the drilling and the restoration. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna grout it?
Yeah. The course? Yeah, the course. yeah.
Cores will be grouted up to. They're 3 inches, 3-inch tubes, 6 feet in length. So there'll be a core.
Give me the MSDS and the concrete mix you plan to use on that. Just give us the MSDS on that.
Sure.
Do we, is there any concern about turbidity curtain?
No.
Okay.
If they were on the wet side, yeah.
Well, they're gonna be going down the, oh, you're
On
going,
the face, the dry side.
Downstream side.
so the boreholes are gonna be on the lakeside then?
No, if this is the wall of the dam,
Yeah,
this is the dam, they're gonna be drilling into the face of it.
sure. And then where the,
Here's the dam, here's the reservoir,
Yeah.
this is the downstream side, the borings are going here,
got it,
the cores are going into.
in the dry side,
into
beautiful.
the dam face on the downstream
Okay.
side.
Right.
So we really need a sequence of construction as well on this. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you've been saying that with these, but for both of these projects, are you gonna be doing them at the same time?
Yes.
Just give
So
us
it
a
can be
sequence
one,
of
yeah.
construction, one sequence of construction.
And that will need to include, a wetlands inspector, going out and so when you install any erosion control measures, right? Cause we're putting in for the, borehole,
The drills.
drills,
Drilling.
drilling holes, we're putting in some silt fence or not?
I mean, this is what
You're
I'm
saying that?
thinking, if it's okay with you, I think this is just a letter of permission. This is not a detriment to this does not require full wetland permit
Fair.
or thing, I think.
No,
you
I
can
think
give
you're
them
right on that.
A letter of permission as long as they meet the criteria.
I think that's fine. Who owns that actual property?
DEP,
DEP.
an entity larger than you and I.
That's fair. You guys wouldn't be able to get us a deed to show us that that's owned by you guys, right? By the DEP?
I could look into that.
Look at the insignia on the side of the dam. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Part of our code says that we need to include deeds.
Just
with
get
all
us
these.
a letter on DEP letterhead or something saying that the dam is owned and operated by New York City DEP, and that's fine,
We can work something out, yeah.
all right? So I'll tell you what, just go get us the other, so I'm not gonna rule on this today, okay? What I'm gonna do is, you wrote down the stuff we're looking for. Just give us the information that we're looking for. Come back the next time. I'm not gonna make you go for a full-blown wetlands permit. We'll go with a letter of permission on this. And as long as everything meets, the information you give us is correct and cool, we're good to go.
All right.
Any other questions?
Did you get everything down? You wanna go through it?
You want to walk through it? Are you sure? Okay, I think we got it.
All right.
We got-
The minutes will be available within a week or so anyway, so you can take a look at that as well.
Who are you using for your drilling, ADT?
Jersey Boring.
Yes, also.
Yeah, we're good guys.
Larry said there's a full
I'm used to it.
drilling and coring.
I've done this once or twice.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I think what we'll be sending will be very comprehensive, but it'll answer all your questions. We have a plan that's coming together, and we have all the same concerns. We'll have silt fencing out there anyway.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is if you're setting the drill rig up over a hole, you got the tail end of the rig, so just go from the wall of the dam
Right.
around it, and then just in case it, just to keep, or a boom, or
erosion.
bay hails or something, just to prevent, if the mud pit breaks, you'll be able to isolate, not that, it's only bent tonight, you pick it up with a shovel anyway at the end. So, all right,
We'll have it. All right, we'll be back.
thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
holding this tonight to keep us moving along.
No
Appreciate it.
problem. If you wanna bother, read it, it's a whole thing, it's up to you. You could just give, I keep looking, bring back. Thanks. Bad bottle of it. Okay, next is we have meeting minutes. We can't vote on them,
Surprise.
so we have no Fannin and
Right,
Barnett.
we need Barnett for, wait, well, no.
Fannin and Barnett, he wasn't here. He wasn't on the board yet.
You have to wait for Vince to come
I
back for
need
that one.
Vince. And then Barnett was 1-2. There's only two of us.
Right,
We need one more. Good night, fellas.
Good night.
We need one more.
right.
Oh, was that woman?
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to,
These two will never get.
no, well, you, Vince, and, oh, that's it. And,
You,
no, this is the
Vince.
one that I read.
Yeah, you, Vince.
Right.
You, Vince,
And you.
and me. We're
Three,
good.
we can do that one when Vince comes back, but for 10-3,
We'll just go.
yeah, we'll have to just wait till Vince comes back and then.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that I read, yeah, 10-3 was the one that I said I would read and we can vote on it once Vince is here.
Okay. So with that, there's no other new business. So with that, do I have a motion to close the meeting?
Yes.
I make a motion.
I'll make a motion to close.
Second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Good night. Have a nice weekend. See you next time.